Hi guys, this is Himalayan channel from Parvati Valley. Recently I've been through quite many adventures and I met very special people. One of them is Willy and Chris. Willy is Indian, Chris is from France. And Willy told me about some very special project which I got very interested about. And Chris doesn't know about this project, so Willy was going to tell him about it, and I asked if it's okay to record on camera because it's really very interesting. So here we are. Please, Willy, can you tell something about your very special idea?
Yes. See, I want to start with saying that I'm not here to renounce the world, to renounce the pleasures of this world, to renounce the modern technology and the modern way of living. I really belong to all of it. But the only thing I don't like about this world right now, and it seems pretty illogical to me, is the idea of the concept of money. So when I was traveling, a thought came to me, like when I love this world so much, and there's only one part of it which I do not consider to be logical. It's very absurd. The concept itself is very absurd. It's dividing the people. It's creating wars. So the idea came to me that everything else seems to be fine. So why don't we take the money out of equation and why don't we start the barter system or the system of exchange again? So whatever one needs in any moment, maybe he can. And I feel somehow the consciousness, all our collective consciousness, it's present on the internet now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and we can connect to this collective consciousness through internet right now. So it's possible that whatever one needs in the moment, he types it on the internet, and in exchange he offers something like for example, for money you work. In exchange you work, like you offer some kind of work or anything you are special at, like giving a massage or healing someone or giving some medical attention, giving somebody food, cooking for someone, dancing with someone, teaching the dance, teaching anything. It could be anything.
Astrology.
Yes, astrology, anything. So in exchange you get what you want. Maybe food for rice. Maybe something like a travel. Like for example, I'll give you. I gave them an example, like the local people. The local people here, I asked them why they're earning money or what is the main objective. They tell me for children. Like we want our children to grow in big schools and good education. So I asked them if it's okay if the principal of one good school, if you can accommodate him here, let him travel. Like he comes here, you don't charge him any money. He comes here like 4 times in a year, and your children, they go to study in the school and stay there. So what is wrong with this? After all, what is one spending all the money to? Like to travel, for more leisure, for more pleasure, right? Right. So if you already have this pleasure, so we can take the equation of money out. This exchange happens directly, and many useless jobs, like the jobs of the touts, the jobs of the people who earn in between,
Yeah.
like all these useless jobs go,
Mm.
and even these people can be used for something better, to create better technology on this world, to create better living for everyone, to create better standard of living, yes, for everyone.
So what is it you're proposing? Like a platform where people
Yes,
can meet and
yes.
join
What
and
I'm doing
exchange
is
services?
I'm creating a website where people can exchange goods. They can also meet for first stage, like for the first stage. I feel I don't know about shipping so much, and I don't want to be a website who deals with shipping, like shipping one another's goods. So I will try and make the people meet who are in the same area. It's like much more like couch surfing also, like how couch surfing happens. Like I'm here, I'm in Kalga, I'm in Parvati Valley, I'm in Bombay, and I need a place to stay. It's like this.
Mix of the couch surfing and work away a little bit.
Uh, Couch surfing, Workaway, Craigslist,
Hmm.
everything gets mixed. Like it's more exchange. It's more exchange and less money. Like we take out the money, and also I'm proposing to build this website, and I also need friends. Like whoever is watching this.
I'm coming. I just want.
Yoga?
Kind of.
uh, whoever can help me with this, like I'm proposing to build this website without money. In fact, I would like to exchange for this website, and I've been already practicing this life, so I can honestly tell you that it's much more simple, it's much more peaceful. You don't have to worry about something which has been created by some people who want to remain in power, and it's not for us. This game of money, I feel it's totally redundant. It only can bring more war, more like more suffering to this planet.
Very primitive.
It's very primitive. That's what I use, this word. This whole concept is very primitive. It's not for a modern man to use this primitive concept anymore. We are in a evolutionary, we are in a phase of time where we have already taken this evolutionary leap. We just need to be aware of it. And I feel people are already becoming aware. They are turning more like they don't want the material goods so much. I've seen it all over.
Many are fed up with it.
Yeah, many are fed up with it. And it's just that they don't want to lose this control over their spending. Like they always want to have the control over the power to have money, like to
And
buy
security.
and the security. But if we can initiate such a world where all these things uh, like all these things like security and all these things are
Like organized, taken care of.
yes, taken care of by the idea of trusting each other more, because I feel we as a species have evolved now. Like we are through with these war games and killing each other, destroying each other, competing with each other for money. The survival of the fittest was the game of animals, not humans. And
Do you think that point of view is shared with third world countries as well, where they've lacked so much, they've never had the privilege of having what the Western world has?
yes, so I come from a third world country, as they say. India is a third world country, and I can tell you this from my travels. Like I've been to many remote places, and they might not have your Ferraris and like all your cars and all the material stuff, but they always have food to feed you. Even a person without money, like I can tell for myself. Like I offer them work, like I offer them if I can bring wood for them or anything, and they refuse it all. It's a different story. Like, and it's not for one day I'm talking about. Like I've been in places for 2 months, 3 months. So they have taken care of me 3 months, and after maybe 1 week, I started to work as a family. So wherever you go, you create a family. You work together to create your own food. That's what I'm proposing to do. And when you go to your family, you bring some gifts, simple, from wherever you're coming from, and it's easy.
And you believe that could work worldwide, and money could be, you could abolish money little by little
See,
with that?
I can tell you something about myself that we can do it. But for some reason, I feel that people are used to this taking steps.
Yeah.
So
People are always scared of what they don't know.
yeah. So this is the
And this looks scary, sorry.
so this is the first step. The first step is that we start more exchange and use less money. And I can still tell you, like from talking to people, what I gathered, and from my own experience also, I haven't managed to get a free railway ticket. Like I can board a train and not buy the ticket. That's a different story. But I haven't managed to get a free railway ticket or free bus ticket yet. I can hitchhike, like many times I hitchhike.
Yeah.
But these are some areas, like the areas of government, visa, passport, paperwork. All these still, I I have to gather money in order to pay for them.
Yeah.
But somehow I want to, like, it's a big step, but I want to renounce this part of the idea that we require people, uh, some people, to take money from us in order that we can see each other. And it's an absurd concept again. So maybe someday, like when I have enough friends, I walk across the borders without a visa and passport.
That would work for me too. May I apply for this? Because I also like traveling. uh, I have some questions. First one is about, in the beginning you said that everything's fine with the
It's
world.
okay if I smoke on this show?
Yeah, why not? Everything's fine with the world, but I would say, isn't it? It looks for me that you are kind of.
I thought everything else is fine, but except for the things like money is like the problem, and it's like the root of the
It's the
problem,
root- it's the root.
and it's causing many sufferings, many
The
sufferings.
thing is, if you
Like
cut the
I'm
root,
not,
the whole tree falls.
yes, I'm not against the chocolates. Like people can eat chocolates if they like. I'm not against sugar. Like they can have sugar.
So you mean the material part of the world, like it's fine because in my opinion, money is not the root problem. It looks like they are already the expression of
problem is
some
the greed.
deeper like distortion in consciousness.
Like what?
The real problem is an inner problem of greed, where most people want much more than they actually need.
Of
And this
vanity.
greed- and this
and
greed
that,
is
if you can't cure that, then I suppose the money problem can never disappear.
This
either.
greed is generated by money, I feel. The concept of money itself, it has been generated by that. It's not something like people would argue that it's in our genes or everything, but I don't believe this. Like there are many things scientifically also. If you say that. If you like make an experiment and do it on certain people and then say that these people are greedy and they have this chromosome in their genes and this makes them greedy, I feel it's also like absurd
too easy.
science. Yes, so we should not believe all this, that it's in our genes. There is nothing in our genes which makes us greedy. It's only the structure, the way it is woven around us. It makes us to want more. The structure is such
Well,
that
that's true.
it has made us believe that we are greedy inherently. It's not inside us. I can tell you that from my own journey, through my own spirit, there has not been a point where I felt like I should have more than someone else. Or in fact, when people come to me and I feel that somebody needs it more than me, it's very easy to give away. So when I can do it, anyone else can do it, I feel.
So
And the only thing, only difference between me and any other person is that in this structure, I have given up on money. Like I have renounced money. That's the only difference. There's no genetic difference. Like, there's no genetic difference.
So I think for the video it's enough because it's been like 40 minutes. 40 minutes. I just want to kind of make some conclusion. I cannot say that I completely understand and accept your attitude, but first thing, knowing you, I feel that there is something which I still don't understand, and I want kind of to go further. And second thing is that I recently talked in Russian in my video about that tilt of the axis of Earth, which starts 2,000 years ago, started to move back to the center of galaxy, which means that unity is getting enlivened.
Yes.
We are getting back to unity. So there are many, I'm sure there are many in the world, there are many different projects which aim the same goal, like being more human. So even though if your project doesn't develop exactly how you see it as it is now, still I am sure that, knowing your spirit, I'm sure that you and actually me, I'd like to participate we can contribute like in this in life and unity in the
It
society.
fits perfectly with the new flow of idea and thought and the communities that are starting to pop up a bit everywhere in the world, where people can live for free, can work, and just with a little exchange of their time and their effort, sort of live a very peaceful life without having
Yes.
to go to the shop or buying anything, because you have everything. The land will produce everything for you
Yes.
also, if you know what you're doing with the permaculture maybe, or
Yeah, yeah.
whatever.
And I feel it's already happening.
And it's been happening for the past
Yes.
5-10 years.
We
I
just
think
need to
there's-
put it in the main consciousness, like internet. We need to put it there. Instead of ads, we need to exchange with each other what we really need. Not get influenced by marketing that we need Coke.
And by advertisement,
Yes.
which only increases, like it starts your appetite, which might be you even didn't have and
Yes.
you don't need it.
And the concept of marketing itself, it's I feel it's flawed. Like you are manufacturing a demand inside the mind.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not required.
You make it artificially,
Yes, you're manufacturing it artificially.
and you feel that if you don't get it, you are unhappy.
Yes.
Which is completely not true.
Which is not true.
Here in the Himalayas, I got the experience that you can be happy in the toughest surroundings when you don't have even like the basic things. Still, you can be happy. If you can be happy there, you can be happy anywhere. So I think that it's a good point to stop our recording, and we will proceed with some more magical things, not on the camera. Okay. Okay, guys. I hope you liked it, and I think I'm sure we will continue.